When I was 9 years old, my parents signed me up for a summer learn to row camp. Now, 8 years later, I'm about to finish rowing for Mainland Regional High School and move on to the next step, rowing for a Division I crew program. I started off freshman year as a stroke seat. I was a cocky, lazy, obnoxious freshman. But I feel like crew helped change this. Though we weren't a very successful boat, we still had a great time. After freshman year is when things changed. The head coach of 16 years resigned. The coach who took his place was nowhere near as good. I began to slack off and not care about what happened, and it really affected me later on. So come sophomore year, at first, I didn't make the boat I wanted to. I was on the JV8 while there's still a V8, and we were losing every race, and I was very discouraged. So, instead of trying, I just said it was the coach's fault. But later on, I decided to start trying, and we got rid of the V8 and made a very fast JV8, and I became a part of that boat. Though the JV8 only raced together for 2 weeks, we won the Atlantic County Championship, and we won bronze at Stotesbury Cup, which is the biggest high school regatta in the world. Fortunately for us, that coach did not return for the next season. The following fall, I continued to play ice hockey instead of fall crew, and unfortunately, I began to eat a lot. And I never stopped myself until that winter when crew started, and I realized that I weighed 210 pounds and I had to get in shape to make the top boat with the new coach. So that winter, with the help of my fellow rowers, I began to lose the weight, and I took on a whole different approach. I began to try to work as a leader to help the other kids and to work even harder to benefit the program. As the year progressed, I dropped more and more weight. This is when I thought about rowing in college. I realized to row in college, I would have to drop my PR and to become a better leader and to help more people on the crew team instead of just rowing for myself. With this new mindset, I worked harder and harder, and I acted more as a leader. I dropped my PR significantly, and I was able to start talking to college coaches about the possibility of rowing for them. With this new mindset and everybody beginning to work much harder, the program really turned around, especially with the help of the new coach. We began to get faster and faster and to become more and more successful. Due to the new success and lower PRs, the college process became easy. I was given multiple offers from different schools, and I finally selected Lehigh, where I'll be rowing next year. Now that I was a Division I recruit, I began to help more and more with the younger kids and work harder and harder. I began to think about my experience over the last 4 years at Mainland and how it was going to be different from Lehigh. I thought about how close I was with all the other rowers and how they were like a family to me and how I was going to miss them next year. We were like one big happy family, and it was really going to be sad having to leave them and say goodbye. Now that it's my last week, it's even worse. I'm thinking about all the times I spent with them and how close we've become, and how next year I'll have to meet a bunch of new rowers and learn how to row with them. In the end, I hope my 4 years at Mainland truly helped change who I am. From freshman year, a cocky, lazy rower, to this year, a dedicated, hard-working leader trying to make everyone around him better. I hope this will transfer over to Lehigh and make me an even better rower than who I am today and teach me even more life lessons. And if you don't believe that I truly am this hard-working and have changed this much, I've brought together some fellow rowers to show you.
Do you see any difference in the way you act compared to the seniors?
Yes, the seniors are a lot more mature than we are.
Do you see me as a hard-working, natural-born leader?
Yes.
How so?
He always takes control of the freshmen when they're getting out of hand. He always helps put the boats on the trailers and take them off. Helps with the oars and riggers.
How long have you been rowing for?
About a year and a half.
Why do you row?
I row because Ethan, I was cut from the basketball team my junior year, and I thought to myself, you know what, I'll give this a crack. And I did it, and I hate it.
Has rowing changed who you are, and if so, how?
It most certainly has, Ethan. I'm glad you asked that. I think it has made me a more resilient person.
How many years have you rowed with me for?
4 years.
What was I like freshman year?
Freshman year, you're really annoying, didn't shut up. Didn't do a lot. Kind of sucked on the erg.
What am I like this year?
This year, you're just a total leader. You're out there doing everything. You're really the go-to guy for everything we got here.
How long have you known me for?
13 years.
How long have you rode with me for?
4 years.
Has rowing made me a better person?
I think it has. All the time we spend out on the water together really builds our team chemistry and makes us work as a unit, and I think that's benefited all of us.